Mr. Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. So, before I talk about COP, I want to explain to people then, like why Salone and other countries can involve in things like COP. COP means Conference of Parties. Waiting at a party. So Salone belong to or don't join certain convention there. Convention are just where countries and they come together, then get an agreement for a particular thing. So Salone are member of convention like the UN Convention to combat desertification. We're done now for talk about, drought and now drought in the Hamburg land, turned to desert. Salone are member of convention on biological diversity, where then they go talk about plants, animal, where are part of nature. Salone are part of the convention of wetlands, where they deal with water, river, swamp, mangrove, and also convention on international trade of endangered species. So now like the animal or them plants them where they don't lost in this world. So the international community say they will try for protect them. Now each of them convention here, they get the country then a party to the convention. And every few years, then they get what they call a conference of parties. Then away all the different countries where they're part of that convention. They come together, then they send their own delegates. Each country they send their own delegates. And then they come together for discuss things that were related to that convention. The different convention, then the oldest then conference here at different time there. Sunday now every year, Sunday now every 2 years, Sunday now every 3 years. Now the one who will just come out, now the one for the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, and they call it UNFCCC. And then now every year then they hold that convention there because climate change is a very pressing matter now around the world. And now then that conference of party day, COP, now the 28th term this way than the OLA. So now they call it COP 28. So each convention gets in your COP where they all at different times, different quick frequencies. This one I will go now Dubai, now COP 28 for the UN FCCC. Now, why Salone they go then convention, or especially this COP 28 will just go. COP 28, there are lots of things where they happen at the same time. Where you want to get the conference there, usually at the end of the conference, when I forget some outcome. So when they go then conference here, each country gets what you want or what you not want. Each country develop their own position, and then together, when all the countries then get for count to a consensus, and the way for get to that is when they negotiate. You want this, you want that, you know want this, you know want that. When they negotiate until they meet up or something, when I done it now, when they adopt. For that piece, the Salone gets what we call negotiators. So we get people in our Salone, we get with different ministries, departments, and agencies, where now then they do the negotiation for Salone. That's led by the Deputy Director General of the Sierra Leone Met, Gabriel Parker, when I know the national focal points for the country for COP. Means any communication, anything for do with COP, 9 days before for the country, 9 days do the communication, and then he can report to the ministry. So what can happen at COP? You get Bokutin, you get the negotiation. That negotiation day, the outcome can lead to obligations for the country. Now if I let Salome, yourself get sitting at the table. So now you will say, no, this now I want. No, now they are not want. This now I want. Or okay, you want this. Well, if you give me this, then so tell me go give you what you want. So that's not part of the negotiation. And And then you usually get a summit. Summits now where presidents then they come. So heads of state or heads of governments, because not so all countries, the presidents, they head the government, they all can come together. And now just a huge platform, they can get them meeting them themselves, or they can signal where they send a message so that you negotiate or they know say, this nine na the country in your position. You get side events. So side events can get different kinds of theme them. So, for example, my colleague minister then go explain to now the side events then where they go, whether not for health, for agriculture, for environment, for climate change. So next side events then you go there for go listen, for get ideas, what's they go on that space there where you can help for land from. Or some side events then they where we will go from Salone. They participate. All that's what they do. Now for boost Salone in your own image and status in the world community. You also can get bilaterals. Bilaterals now where, sometimes you get organization where they don't say we want for meet. Couple now big meeting place. You can get about 90-something thousand people from different governments. You get CSOs, you get NGOs, you get foundations. Foundation are the one that we can get, then get money where they don't say now so you can for spend the money pa. Couple a natural meeting place so all man they come when they for discuss and see how one can form partnerships. But all lengths here they go on at the same time. And the way they organize COP is they organize them by theme days. So this year they get one day winner for health. That day for health, then people they get for within at the health field, then get all kind of program then for health. You get one day for finance, trade, and gender. One day for energy and the transition, just transition. We mean to say, we understand say this climate change, one of the things that they cause emission. Emission, where you start you must got the exhaust fumes where they come out, or where they run your generator, the exhaust fumes where they come out. Where land they degrade, they release something where they go up in the atmosphere, where they make the heat, the place they warm more and more extra. And then they hamburg the climate. The hamburg will stay in, they begin calm, the hamburg will stay in, they stop, where they disturb the way people that don't they live their lives. So part of the conversation now how we they move from fossil fuel and where they burn petrol for light generator to renewable energy when like solar panel, hydroelectricity, wind energy. So they may get a day just for that day. We may get a day for multi-level action so that like where you get how central governments they interact with local governments. You get a day for youth, you get a day for nature, you get a day for agriculture. You get all then different themes here. And for let Salone be properly represented, what we try for doing for open to people that were interested, not just the government people there. So at the government side, you get the ministries, you get the departments, you get the agencies. But we also open them up to people who can be part of the delegation, who can able to contribute. So we get like NGOs, then we go, NGOs and CSOs, you get private sector people, then we go, you get youth and school picking, then we go for go represent, because then we get events then for youth, we get parliamentarian, then we go, and then we get, we own partners that we can help government, Salone. We then say, go COP for assist government, for try for, open doors, open lane. The open lane so that, you may get contacts where you think say can able for help governments, pass on, see what they work with. So all them people then they part of the delegation of Salone. And remember the objective here is that we all go represent Mama Salone, primarily forget partnerships that we can able for help we in waiting what they do, and then partnerships that they can kind in different ways. So then technical assistance. We're possibly happy for do something.
So Minister, sorry for interrupt. I want for since I want to give all the other ministers a chance, but I think you don't really provide a really comprehensive overview of COP, what's happened there and all. I want to take 2 minutes later with highlights of waiting salon gain from this year's attendance. Any major contracts, major partnerships, waiting at the tangibles who gain.
Well, I think we gain a lot. I can give you some from my own activities, and then my colleagues and self go explain from their own activities. I mean, I'd say on the negotiation side, 2 things that they will really be the push for. One, now for the developed countries there, where now then they cause a lot of the pollution, the way they lead to climate change. For let them cut down on the pollution. For the first time in COP, what the outcome don't begin to get language where they say there's definitely for cuts down on the pollution. At the same time, we don't begin to put on the agenda say we not contribute a lot to climate change. Now we they suffer the most. So now we get for make changes in our lives. So for then changes then they for adapt to climate change. Then one and the way they cause harm, therefore they contribute more so that we can able for make the adjustments in our own life. So that's one major change. Another one is we will get a side event where the University of Cambridge they get legal professionals, one of them professor of law, they come, then do a side event. At the end of that side event, they announce, then go provide fully funded scholarships for some courses there, where go benefit students then, university students then, 50 university students, and then 50 government officials then, for sustainable development, law and policy. So that's a big plus. Also, I meet, that's different bilateral arrangements. I meet with the Irish foreign minister and the Irish environment minister, see how we can cooperate a bit more. For the help with meteorological services. So how will they able for predict weather so people go know what's in the camp. Then one the way when a farmer there, they go know, okay, who's time for begin plants, the rest, because now this time rain get for begin really sit down, then kind of thing then we meet a lot of people there, either in academia or when are researchers there, we want for partner with Salon on climate things. We meet people there when they're in the legal profession. We want to help we developed we own climate laws then. And we meet with different foundations then, working able for help we, like Bezos Foundation, when I a big one, where the help we in areas where, my colleague minister will talk about how we'll get for partner with them in agriculture, also nature-based solutions and energy. Rockefeller, another one where maybe my colleague minister of health can tell now more about, and renewable energy. So for the Ministry of Environment gets 2 roles. One, we get our own primary activities there, where the ministry and the agencies they go get their own partnerships there and try to find money for do things in the country. But we also create a platform. So now we the open lane for other ministry there, so that then can able for go access their opportunities there. Because at the end of the day, COP na platform. Now what you make out of her, now what you want out of her, now you they get out of her. So we they create that link there. So we own colleague then from other MDAs there can able for access opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.